3, 2, 1. Here's music. I don't know why I'm 3, 2, 1ing. Who gives a shit? Hello and welcome back to Common Creatures, the TTRPG podcast. It's me, your keeper / DM / GM / guy that yaps a lot here, Rob. And with me today, I have the other common creatures. I have Joe.
Hey, y'all.
I have Ethan.
Who gives a shit?
I have Zach.
Howdy.
I have Joseph.
Joseph. Hey, y'all. What's up?
And last but not least, I have Michelina.
What up?
Fun fact, the other day, I was on a phone call with Tyler, and he was, like, trying to talk about something. And I think me and you were messaging Joseph on Instagram. And he was like, oh, we're going to do this, blah, blah, blah. And Joe was right next to me. And she was, like, trying to, like, pitch in on the conversation, right? And I was like, hold up, 1 second. Joseph has an idea.
Yeah, he put it on speaker, and then he was like, okay, yeah, me and Joseph will go over. And I was like, huh? And then he proceeded to call me Joseph a third time.
A third time, yeah. And afterwards,
Which is
I was
weird
like,
because he only does it when you...
yeah, it only happens in
He only
bed.
does it in bed.
Hey guys, both audience and cast here. Welcome to the Talkback episode for the prologue of Masks of Nyarlathotep, the Peru chapter. Thank you so much for listening to us, these 7 episodes that we have put out. That's thanks to you all, and overall, a big thank you to all of these other people all around me for sacrificing just a few hours of their days to play some silly, scary games with me. So thank you guys. I love you all very, very much.
Thank you, Robert.
Hey, no, shut the fuck up. Guys, we're done with prologue, aka chapter 1, aka 0.5. How do we feel about finally being done with the prologue?
I think, like I said, the last episode, it kind of sucks that we like finally hit our stride, because I feel like up until episode 5, we didn't really like know how to go about like asking for things or role-playing things. And then we finally hit our stride for like this chapter to be over. But super interesting chapter. Great start off. But yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see like how our characters started out in like our intros and just sort of where the story kind of pushed them to be towards the end. And much to Joe's point, like kind of all of us finding our stride of like, okay, this is how my character would react to this situation, and just kind of seeing the growth of that was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I kept forgetting it was a prologue. I was like, wait, this is just the beginning. I really enjoyed our fight sequence on the island when it was burning down. I found that to be a lot of fun, or anytime we got to sneak around and discovering these artifacts that could damage them and finding ways to make it useful or to our benefit. Yeah.
I think I described Tripwire as James Bond mixed with Austin Powers, and I don't think I played any of that. So I think if I am to continue this, I would like another chance to
rewrite the story,
write everything, or refigure out what I want to do with the character. Maybe rebuild him too. I don't know. Just because I was like, wow, I didn't do any of that. There was no powers there.
It's interesting to me to think that, like, if you look at it from like a meta, like it is a prologue. We didn't really do that much, but it took a long time to do that.
It took a long time to not do much, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was like, we went to like the hotel, to a university, to the hotel, to the pyramid.
Yes.
In like the span of like 2 days.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of like when we did Edge of Darkness, and if you have not listened to Edge of Darkness, go check it out. It's here on our channel, wherever you find us. Excuse me. where that was very much like, hey, you're meeting a dying person and then you are at this house and that's the end of it. Which kind of seems like that's a lot of, these Call of Cthulhu scenarios where it's like, hey, like they're especially the way that Call of Cthulhu makes itself, where it is like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and like there's no development in that entire thing. And I think that's one of the things I always find very interesting overall with Call of Cthulhu, where there is not a lot of advancement, like with characters and such. That's not like, motivation based or whatever, like your personality changing as like you are coming across these multi-dimensional beings or these cultists or whatever have you. But overall, I know I talked to a bunch of you all off air, I think I texted each and every one of y'all individually, because I felt, especially with myself, that I was having some difficulty adapting to this system as a whole. I believe we're all D20 players. We've all played mostly just D20 games. Most of us play D&D 5e. The rest of us, we play Pathfinder 2e for Season of Ghosts, and that's still going on. Listen to that as well. So I was wondering, and I'll start with Michelina on this over here, but how did you feel about jumping into this completely brand new situation where it is a D100 roll underneath, and that there is like this weird kind of like character creation that is very not min-maxy, but it is very much of like you are a regular person. Like how did you feel about that?
It took a second to get used to at first. I often found myself like looking it up online because I didn't want to keep asking you questions about it. But once it like set in me, I really kind of enjoy the way it's set up. I think the hard success, hard failure is more fun because there's more room for it. Because, I mean, with just a regular D20, you have 1 out of 20 and those are your odds. But with this one, I feel like it aids the player a bit more, which is kind of silly considering it's a horror, but I think that's really, really fun. I do wish there was more room for RPG, but other than that, after getting used to it, I enjoyed it.
Nice. Let's jump over to Zach. What about you? How did you feel about that? Especially like we've been with Seraphim from Season of Ghosts for so long now. We're over a year with Season of Ghosts. Was it like a huge jump for you, at least like logic wise, jumping from this to that, or what are some things that you like or don't like about the system that we've been playing?
Yeah, I think personally I do prefer like Pathfinder and D&D rules. I think I enjoy structure a little more. Pathfinder or Call of Cthulhu gives like a really big kind of like canvas that you can do, and then not really a ton of like rules, and that is kind of difficult at times compared to like Pathfinder D&D, where it's like for the most part everything is like pretty set in stone in an encounter, and like what things you can and cannot do. But I do like the rolling. I do like the rolling system, and I feel like it makes a lot of sense. I do like the beats of the story and the more like macabre elements of it. I think it's really entertaining. But I think D&D and Pathfinder will always have a special place in my heart.
Yeah, and I know, Joe, that's a conversation that we've had a lot. I'm lucky that I have my wife a part of this show, that she's able to tell me, fully straight up what she thinks. And I'm glad about. I love that. I love like the brutal honesty. And I know one of the things that she was telling me was like, she's like, I'm not necessarily having the best time because I know you were saying that like you really love the rules as well, and kind of like being within these boundaries. So would you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, kind of to Zach's point, I think the rolling system amazing. I think it's a really easy system to pick up, like dice wise, but I think that I personally thrive under structure and rules a little bit better. I was spoiled with Pathfinder. I started out with D&D 5e, and then when we switched over to Pathfinder, I really enjoyed like the 3 action system, the D20 system in Pathfinder. And then we like played D&D recently, not too long ago, off air with a couple of other of our friends, and going back to that, I was like, okay, that's not as bad as I initially thought it was. And then coming to Call of Cthulhu, like, there's just so much free flow that I don't think, like, it's too much free flow. It doesn't give anyone like a starting place. Like, yes, you can say like you can start anywhere, but I think that's where I personally don't thrive. I like a starting point. I like that structure within, and also just like, I don't know how it would work in Call of Cthulhu, but like the leveling up structure and like the adding on to like your powers and your inventory as much as we do in D&D and Pathfinder, that is something that I really enjoy over this system. I agree with Zach, like I love the horror aspect of it. I love like the themes in Call of Cthulhu. I just wish the system was a little bit more structured, and you know, it's different for every single player. Some players might really like that and thrive in that. I just personally don't. That's not to say I didn't enjoy this campaign. This campaign was really, really good, really fun. I think it was a good exposure and break from like GG, which I play on Seasons of Ghosts, or Season of Ghosts. There we go. But yeah, that's my thoughts. And yeah, I've had like extensive conversations with like Rob over this, because I can kind of also sense in him sometimes like the lagging in his brain.
Yeah, it's definitely it's completely different. I have to like rewire my brain to GM this overall. And, like, not to say I'm not like enjoying it or whatever, but there is some like, I'm like, oh, that's a dumb rule. Like, I don't like that at all. I do love like the luck sort of stuff that's going on, but you know, kind of on the opposite end of Joe, there's Joseph, who I know is like a very like, I feel like when I talk to you, you're very much like, no, give me more freedom. Like, let me do kind of, you know, you're like, I want to be able to imagine my sort of stuff. So, like, what did you think about this? Because I know you also have other games with friends that you play as well outside of here. So, what was that like for you?
I love the themes of Call of Cthulhu. Like we all said, that sort of horror, that grittiness. I think that's really fun. I enjoyed the freedom of this as far as like an actor, like getting to like play with this character a little bit more. But I do love and enjoy the like nitty gritty rules of like D&D 5e and Pathfinder, because then for Call of Cthulhu, it's a blank canvas and it says like, here you go, make the world. Whereas like D&D and the other ones, it's like, okay, here's like a blank coloring sheet. You can make the sky purple if you want, but like it's you can choose what fills in all the spots. You're not having to imagine what the whole picture is. And I think that's really fun. And the thing I liked about the system, and like the other side of the coin of why I struggled with it a little bit, is you're playing human characters. Like you can roll a human who is completely different than you, like super athletic, super smart, anything like that. But at the end of the day, they're still more based in reality, to where I love playing like the magic. Out of the magic,
fantasy.
Yes, or just like being a freaking superhero or something like that. And yes, I go up to the dragon and I punch the dragon in the jaw. And I rolled a nat 20. I roll 10d6 and the dragon's dead. Whereas this one, it's like I shoot the vampire. It's like, cool.
Either you do or you don't.
You do or you don't. And speaking of that, like, but it is cool to just kind of flex that acting muscle again and play within that. So I definitely think that was a lot of fun for this system. And the D100 like rolling system is pretty fun and interesting, because it does give you a little bit more broader range of like what your successes could be, instead of like the 5% chance like a D20 system has. But there were times where I'm like, oh, I don't think I've rolled in a while. I think we've just kind of like been sitting and improving together and talking about the story, and then it's like, oh, can you do that? Let's see. And then sometimes it'd be like, well, that didn't work out.
Yeah, it's very punishing. It's very punishing in that way. And of course, last but not least, I'm going to go over to Ethan. But all of us talking about the free form of this as well. I have recently become a horror fan, and I as I've gone through this, read books and watched some movies and stuff like that, I always felt bad with like, I don't think I was as upfront. I think I said like, hey guys, there's gonna be like body horror and stuff like that in this for like triggers. And then I started to describe stuff, and I was like, "Oh no, people are not liking this." I was like, I was like, "There's definitely, I think, some things where I'm like, ooh, I probably should have been a little bit more, more forthcoming, more conscious with what I was doing." But Ethan, what about you? So, like, what did you think of the horror aspect of it all, as well as jumping over from Pathfinder to this D100 based system?
Well, I really don't mind the horror aspect too much. I mean, the like, I
That's
get
all
it.
the videos
Gags.
of him gagging.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I think that's all funny. Like, I think it's, it's whatever. I don't enjoy it, but I think there's humor in not enjoying it that makes it kind of a little more entertaining. Obviously you don't want to be scared, but being scared is kind of why you go to like horror movies kind of thing, you know what I mean? So the horror aspect I didn't really mind. I think, like, not to keep echoing a lot of what everyone said, but just I was trying to think of a why I wasn't really having as much connection with the material of like Masks versus Season of Ghosts, because I feel like both of them have similar aspects as far as we have a mystery, we have things that we're investigating, we're trying to figure out how to get, how to solve the mystery with the resources we have available. I think one, like Joseph said, just kind of being normal humans really kind of is difficult, because I think of like Harry Potter, one of the biggest franchises of all time. It's like, oh, he was a normal human who found out he's a wizard and then gets thrust into this wizarding world, into this magical world that has always existed, but now he's getting to experience it all for the first time. And so I think finding that in characters like Tominari, where it's like, hey, we're building and learning more of the world and of the magic, and like I'm being immersed as opposed to helping to create the magic from, or I guess also the magic isn't even really coming from us, it's coming from outside sources that are freaking us out because we are humans. We're just regular people. So it's difficult because it's not that I didn't enjoy this campaign, it's just that I didn't know with my personality how to best thrive in the character that I had. You know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of the time I was kind of quiet because I'm like, I don't know what to do here. Like, I don't know how to be in character while also trying to move the story forward. It was difficult. And I know you guys like the dice system too. I honestly even prefer the Marvel dice system to D100. Marvel dice system is actually kind of fun.
It was a lot of fun, yeah.
It is fun, but that's like coloring in kindergarten was fun.
but like there's something fun in the simplicity, right?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
it gives more of a chance to I don't know, like it gives more of a chance for good things to happen as opposed to this, which like Rob said is very, very punishing. Like if you don't hit a sanity check, you're basically checked out for a fucking hour and a half. You know what I mean?
10 hours.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
yeah,
I think
10 hours.
This really gets like punishing if you're playing like a long campaign, because then it's like you're like a year down the line with the same character, and it's like, oh, sorry, big dog, you have 5 sanity left. You failed this roll, and you're dead. Sorry.
Right. And that kind of sucks, you know, because you
Yeah.
want to grow and connect with your character. Like, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
I don't want to dogpile and say that everything about Call of Cthulhu sucks. I just first, if I'm expressing my true opinions,
Which we love.
I think that is difficult to connect with as me, the person.
Yeah. I mean, kind of just to add on to that super quick, I came into this campaign with like Iris's backstory, and everyone had like a sort of a little backstory, right? And I think in the other games that we played, even like the Marvel ones where there's like preset backstories, we were able to like hone in on the character and kind of be like, hey, what would my character do with this backstory? I feel like this didn't really allow me to go back into my character's backstory, which also felt like the disconnection. And I can only speak for myself, right? I think Joseph did an amazing job at like,
Yes.
oh, what would Archie do?
Joseph and Mickey carried.
Yeah, I think
Get
both
folks
of you
out.
did an amazing.
I'm good.
And then, yeah, I don't know. I felt like a disconnection with my character this time around too.
I think also like before the campaign started, me and Joe texted each other or we talked in person, and we were like, we're gonna be the comedic reliefs because we, just to like everyone's gonna be super serious. We're just gonna like laugh it up.
Yeah.
I just didn't feel like we had a lot of opportunities to do that. I
Yeah.
feel like everything was all super serious, and that's just what Call of Cthulhu campaigns are. Like, it's just noir, very serious mystery investigations. There's not, and I mean, I'm sure there's spots where we were ourselves and had funny moments, but it's like, I would never create a character like Alex's character in Common Creatures as Shithidion, you know what I mean, and like have to, and that's kind of what I was originally wanting to do, but then when I saw the themes of everything that was going on, I was like, oh, I can't play Austin Powers in this world. That's fucking
That's a tentacle, baby.
See, that's what I kind of mean when I know we talk about how the world is so like free in this one and that there's almost too much room to where you feel stunted and don't know what to do. But when I say more room for RPG, I mean stuff like that. Because whenever we're doing actual role playing, it's during decision making, and that's it. You know, I would love more in between the moments to be able to connect with the characters. Because while I enjoyed the storyline and loved the decision making and combat moments, I still don't really feel like me or my character connected with everyone else's characters at all. Because it was just, okay, and now we're shooting this guy together, and now we're running, and now we're traveling, but no one's getting to know each other in any aspect. And it's like, I know Joe and like Zach and Joseph and Ethan, but I couldn't tell you shit about Archie and Harmon and Iris and stuff.
I think that's apparent when we didn't know our names.
And I don't think this is a slight on, like, I don't want it to sound like a slight on you,
It's all your fault.
I do take a lot. No, I'm taking offense.
Like,
or
I do
anything.
take all of it to heart, actually.
I do relate, and I do.
He's gonna cry later.
Yeah, I'm gonna go cry right now. No, but I do. I think this was kind of like how we're all talking. I think taking a lot and railroading a lot was kind of my way of making sure that I knew what I was doing as a keeper. And no, I 100% agree, because like I think there's those points I was like, we don't have to role play 3 days worth of stuff, which of course there's some stuff that I'm like, we don't have to. I think Mexico just scolded.
Mexico did just scold.
But what's it called? Yeah, no, I definitely think that there were some instances that I could have leaned in a bit more. I think I let Jackson Elias do quite a bit of heavy lifting, but I do think that whatever we play next, which I'll say this right now for the listeners, I think we're going to be putting an indefinite pause on Masks of Nyarlathotep and moving forward with another game, which we're going to talk about in a little bit as well. But I do think with the next one, I want something with a little bit more player agency, so I feel like I don't necessarily I feel like
make all the decisions.
Yeah, like, I don't feel like I get uncomfortable when there's too much silence. So if I'm like if there's nothing, I'm like, okay, then we're going on to the next thing. And that's I think on me, because I think for me too much silence is 1 second. Like, but
well, I think that was a lot of those instances in this campaign where it was just like we're sitting here and being like, what do we do?
Yeah.
But I also think that's just like a result.
It's a new system
of,
thing.
Yeah,
right.
That, and it's like such a blank canvas in every scenario where it's like, all right, you just like did this thing. What do you want to do now?
And I like for me,
and it's just a lot of thinking before too. I think all of us are sitting there like, okay, wait, what's the best thing to do next? And I don't have any idea.
I think I text Rob this when we were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, I just listened to your amazing storytelling. I'm like, wow, this is such a cool world. And I go, oh wait, I'm in this story. I need to what's happening next.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of like going to like Pathfinder feels like going to an escape room, and Call of Cthulhu feels like being locked in solitary confinement. not in a bad way. Not in a bad way.
Means but like getting locked up in a prison for 25 years and not being able to
no. Listen.
Of Call of Cthulhu?
It's
I know
like
they're gonna come.
locked
Chaosium, please, like we love your game.
Please,
Yeah,
please, we love your game.
I promise I'm not being like a dick about it. But it's like you can escape solitary confinement in a prison or whatever. You just have to figure it out.
Escape. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
no, I agree. I understand what you're saying.
The escape room has the clues and everything, and it's like, oh, well, you know, this might lead to this, and this might lead to this. That's what Pathfinder feels like, as opposed to Call of Cthulhu, where it's like, hey, you can escape from here. You're just gonna have to figure out how the fuck you're gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kind of to, again, like to Ethan's point and Joseph's point too earlier, I think you did a really good job at like leading us where we needed to be, and like telling the stories and pushing us too, but I think you did a little bit more pushing than we would like you to, because I know, like, aside from you, I think this cast has a really good tools and resources to like play the fuck out of their character. I just think we weren't in the right system to play the fuck out of our characters, because I know Zach can max out a character like nothing. I know Joseph and Michelina are gonna be like great with their role playing, and then Ethan and I are here to be like your utility players, and yeah, I think you did a little bit more pushing than I personally, as your wife, would have liked you to.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's very similar to the very beginning of Season of Ghosts as well, right? Where I was like, you know, I was very much like, these first couple episodes, I'm gonna push real roadie, and then whenever I feel like I see y'all guys making your independent choices and seeing what you want to do, I'm like, okay, cool.
Take the training wheels off,
yeah. But I think I felt like I needed to hold on a bit more because I didn't feel confident in the system. So hey, we learn.
Some things aren't for everybody, you know.
It's
like,
definitely.
This it can be a revisit later in the future.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But as of right now,
definitely. Mm-hmm. So I think I do want to end off this episode with asking, well, we'll talk about for sure after this, like the specific games and stuff, but what are you looking forward to? What is something that like you're like, if this is a game or a game kind of style that you want, do you want like more player agency where the GM is literally just there to describe the scenery and like have the funny voices and talk while the characters are making the active choices? Do you want something a bit more brutal? Do you want something a bit more funny? I want to know like what makes your brains tick, so one, the audience can kind of think about the different games that are going to be we're going to be talking about, and then two, to just kind of spur the ideas off of each other. Like, what is something that you're super excited about for in the future with this cast and this game going forward?
I think this cast would be really great for Starfinder.
Yes, I want to
Like,
play Starfinder.
I think that if we did Starfinder, or if we did the like Star Wars one, that would be a really good. This would be a really good cast to do that, because I can just see Guardians of the Galaxy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just very much that kind of vibe. So that's what I think personally. I also, while I was going to grab my food, Cabo Bob's, I had the idea because
Shout out.
Not sponsored.
Yeah,
Our
Cabo Bob's.
sponsor.
That's the sponsor of today's video. No, while I was going to grab my
Blue
food,
Chew and Cabo Bob.
yeah,
Blue Chew.
at the same time.
Sorry,
Yeah.
continue.
Do you like to get hard while you eat your burritos?
You're alienating the gay community. Ain't no one taking Blue Chew and downing a burrito.
I think I'm including the gay community. So I had, because Joe told me, I really want to play twins. We should play twins. Bro, I had the idea, Mas and Menos. We should play Mas y Menos. I was like, that's such a great idea.
And the great thing with
Amazing
Starfinder
idea.
is that it's also Pathfinder compatible, so like the classes and the races can be played across but either one. So I have the book over here. 1 second.
Oh, so it's just Pathfinder
In space. With,
It's the
with a
exact
bunch of
same-
extra stuff.
Yeah, it's the exact same like
System?
play style.
Yeah.
It's the exact same system. It just gives you new classes and new races. It's basically like an expansion. The only thing they haven't put into 2E yet is how to dogfight, or how to like fight in the like space combat, which is something that they're waiting for to do. And there's something else. Oh, there's not a lot of APs that are produced. There's one AP is currently produced.
Mexico scored again.
Shout out. AP stands for Adventure Path. It's like the pre-made sort of story, kind of like Master of the Nyarlathotep or Season of Ghosts. There's not many of those. They do have 1E1s that I could convert. That would just take me a bit of time, but like that is something. If Starfinder is singing to y'all, I'm okay with doing Starfinder. I want to continue to ask the other people as well. Joe, I see you pointing at your brain. What you think?
I want to be back in a fantasy world. I want to play a non-human character. I want to go on a heist. I want to steal shit. I want to hide shit. I want to make sure that we are like, I don't know. I think even like a dungeon crawl would be fun. Like those themes and combat. Like I love combat. So
I love combat.
I think we should just pick up where we left off on
For
Curse
Strahd?
of Strahd.
We're
Because
not
we
on
had the
Curse of
same
Strahd.
thing. All of us were in it. We're just
My
missing.
paladin.
I don't remember any of the things
I
that we've
bet
done.
I could find
We
my
have to start
character
all over
sheet.
again.
I think I was playing
Wow.
A-OK.
You were playing a rogue.
I was playing a
Mickey
warlock.
Tyler was a
Yeah.
rogue.
Oh,
I
we
was
were
a
supposed to-
goaded paladin.
We were
I was a
Transferred.
barbarian.
We were
Mhm.
transferred in
That's
from
right.
real life.
Mhm.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Whoa.
But that's what
Okay.
I want.
I remember I broke
That'd be sick.
Ethan's ocarina.
Oh, he's a bard.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
No,
I was
Even
a
with
the
a
last-
bard.
Was the last thing we did, we like went to that tower with the golems?
Yes.
Do you all know what I'm talking
Yes.
about?
And
Yes.
we were like, I was like on a golem's back. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you please do Hockey's voice for one?
Hey, it's me. I'm Hockey. Yo. Joseph, what were you gonna say?
I'm looking up some of the Starfinder stuff. I'm like, ooh, these classes sound fun. Space, I love that vibe. I think that'd be super sick.
I would love to be in space.
Yes.
Sci-fi.
Space.
Ooh.
And as Joe was saying, cool. As Joe was saying, I when we were talking about the Bram Stoker Dracula, I was just like seeding Curse of Strahd because I think it would be fun if you ran it again, especially with this cast. Because that one, again, you can there's moments to where it could be super like horror and just like Strahd ripping flesh apart, and then you can have a cast of buffoons with it as well.
Yeah, I think
Has anyone?
I think we
has
can
any?
because I don't want to play that character anymore. Sorry, go ahead.
Has anyone watched Widow's Bay on Apple TV?
Mm-mm.
What the fuck? I was gonna say Widow's Bay to me would be the perfect balance of a horror playthrough because it's this new like psychological thriller, supernatural TV show from the writers of Parks and Rec.
Oh wow.
And so it's really fucking funny, and then it's like, oh shit, that's real. Okay. And then it's really funny again.
I think if we were to do Curse of Strahd again, we would have to start all over.
Of course.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
I would change a lot from the beginning because, again, who was the dumbass that decided to do Curse of Strahd as their very first ever campaign? This guy,
With
right
10
here.
people.
With 10 people.
It was a large.
It was a large
cast.
party. So I think that another thing to throw into the hat. God, I don't like 5e. So maybe we'll do Pathfinder, Curse of Strahd, or Daggerheart, Curse of Strahd. That could be cool. But Ethan said Starfinder. Michelina agreed. Starfinder.
I'm also open to kids on bikes. I'm open to learn how to do that.
Kids on
I
bikes
have-
could be fun. That's what you first pitched to me. I remember.
Yes.
You were like, hey, I'm thinking of doing this podcast and I want to do
Yes.
this.
Zach,
Yeah.
what does Zach think?
I was like, from what I remember you describing kids on bikes, it is also very like blank canvas though, right?
It is
Even
very
more
much like
so,
canvas.
like
Yeah.
more than
It is. It is also very human.
that. Yeah, and that one is like you don't even have like weapons. That's just like you like find a pencil. You're like, I think I have a pencil on me. I'm gonna stab this thing with it.
What,
That's the exact example that I gave you. That's insane.
It is. I remember that.
but what would you want to play?
God, I have so many. I have a list of 8 games that I will be sharing with you all after this. One of the top ones for sure is going to be Shadow Dark. It is rules light, but that does not mean everything is like... It's not Call of Cthulhu rules light, but it is also very deadly. It is a very deadly game where you are managing rations and such. You're hunting. It is a hex crawl, so you all get to decide when it, like
Hex
where you're
crawl?
moving. Yeah. So it's like you have the map, and there's like hexes all over it, and you get to choose where you're going each day. And so you're kind of making the story up as you go. It really embraces randomness. A lot of the times I kind of hand wave over travel in our games because I'm like, who really gives a shit? This one is kind of all about that, where it is the journey before the destination of like, okay, you're going here, you're resting at night. Are you going to get attacked in the middle of the night? Are you not? What are you going to experience? And it's having those kind of character conversations as you are, and it really is leading everything up to randomness. But that is going to be one of my major pitches. I have 3 of major pitches that I would love to give to you all. But were there any final thoughts before we end this episode and jump into our little team meeting after this?
Baba Boy.
I hate you. You're dead. I'm killing your character first. Go ahead, Joe.
I don't think Zach said what he wanted more of.
That's correct, Zach. What
More?
do you want? Yeah, like
More
what do you?
of.
Yeah.
I
It's just like, where
feel
can I
like-
min-max a character? Like,
I was like, anything you're my keeper for, I'll play.
shucks. But give me a real fucking answer.
But I don't know. I mean, I feel like Pathfinder and D&D are like, I don't know, perfect systems, but I feel like they're great. But that's all I know.
We could always run a secondary Pathfinder campaign too. I'm fine with literally anything, but
I also don't.
Yeah,
hate
as soon as
D&D,
as soon as I finish this fucking never-ending Avatar shit that I'm gonna make, it's never.
Yeah, we're eventually we're gonna do Ethan's one shot, and then we'll see like if we're gonna get out of that as well. My dream would be us playing as much as possible and having a new episode every day, but that's a lot of work for a little old me with one edit one editor.
Also, once I leave my job, I can help you.
Heard. Yes, Joe, go ahead.
Hear me out.
Okay.
My Little Pony TTRPG.
And with
I can get
that,
on board with that.
we'll see you next week. Bye, y'all.
I call Rainbow
My
Dash.
Little Pony?
Yes! They have like a little kid's manual. Like,